Hey, what's up, y'all? It's time to make some picks for this week's college football games. Anyway, so we'll start with yes, there is a game on tonight. We got Boston College at Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech is a 7.5 point favorite. Um, I mean, Virginia Tech has well, I mean they're looking better. No, uh, yeah, Virginia Tech is getting better. While Boston College, well, they appear to be regressing. Of course, they just lost to to Virginia, whereas Virginia Tech, I mean, they just beat Stanford. I mean, they almost beat Miami. Uh, So yeah, I do think that Virginia Tech wins, but I think Boston College keeps it close. So I think they'll cover the 7.5, but Virginia Tech will win. Let's see next about Oklahoma State at number 13, 10 in my poll. BYU is a 9 point favorite, and I mean, of course, BYU is undefeated. They've looked really good. They're blowing out a majority of the teams that they have played. So, and then meanwhile, I mean Oklahoma State has just been very disappointing. I mean, Ollie Gordon is just not the same that he was last year. So yeah, I think BYU wins and wins big. I think I'll take those 9 points. Now Saturday games. Of course, we'll start with these with the noon games. We have number 6, 4 in my poll, Miami at Louisville. Miami is a 5 point favorite. Now, I mean, Miami has been playing with fire the last 2 weeks. They almost lost to Virginia Tech, should have lost to Cal. So I mean, for Miami, I mean it's time to poop or get off the pot. I mean we need to see you either blow Louisville out or just lose. Stop scraping by average teams. But yes, I think that I I think that Miami does lose this week. I got Louisville on the money line. I mean, I did pick this as a loss for Miami in the off season. Anyways, now it's now about Nebraska at number 16, 14 in my poll. Indiana is a 6.5 point favorite. I'm gonna go with Indiana here. Of course, I called it in the off season that Indiana would beat Nebraska, but of course, I thought that Indiana was gonna be terrible, and that this was just a win that they were going to luck into. Is going to be their one or two Big Ten wins, but instead Indiana is 6-0. So yeah, I'm going to take Indiana here and the 6.5. Anyway, let's see. Next, Auburn at number 19, Missouri. And Mizzou is a 4-point favorite. And I think Mizzou wins. Think the spread is so low because you, I think Mizzou might still have a hangover after getting obliterated by A&M, but I mean that was 2 weeks ago. I think they sort of had a bye week to reset. I mean they're gonna be hungry, so coming off of that bye and a loss. So yeah, and I think Mizzou gets it done. So anyway, let's see next. How about Arizona State at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a 5-point favorite. Guess Arizona State is 5-1, but here is where I think they take their second loss. I mean, because Cincinnati, I mean, you're at home. Do think you have the better quarterback in Scoresby, and Cincinnati, probably has a better defense too. So I'll give the win to Cincinnati and the 5 points. Let's see. Now South Carolina at Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a 1.5 point favorite. There's both teams looking to bounce back. South Carolina lost a heartbreaker to Alabama. Oklahoma got road graded by Texas. I mean, it does look like Oklahoma is imploding. They're getting into the hard part of their schedule. South Carolina is desperate for a win, and I think they get the win. I got South Carolina pulling off the upset. All right, now moving on to the 3:30 games. We have 7-6 in my poll, Alabama at 11-13 in my poll, Tennessee. Alabama is a 3-point favorite. I mean, Alabama fans think they're losing. Tennessee fans think they're losing, and I think Alabama fans are right. I'm going to take Tennessee on the money line. Remember last time Bama came to Knoxville, Tennessee won, tore down the goalpost, threw them in the river. I think the same thing will happen here. Well, I don't think that they'll tear the goalposts down again and throw them in the river again. I don't think so, because they're going to have the police guarding them this time. But anyway, I know that Nico has been bad. Alabama's been struggling. Really, both teams have been struggling against what should be lesser competition. But I do think that that the good versions of both teams will come out in this one. Well, forget it. I'm just going to say that Tennessee wins. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see. Now we got 12, Notre Dame at Georgia Tech. Notre Dame is 11.5-point favorite. I will take Notre Dame and the 11.5. Just think they're just a way more talented team. And also, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Haynes King. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be playing in this game or not. So, doesn't really matter. I'll still take Notre Dame and the 11.5. Notre Dame has been on a tear ever since that loss to NIU. So, all right, next, Michigan and Illinois. Michigan is a 3.5-point favorite, but I'm still going to take Illinois. I don't think that Michigan is going to automatically grow a passing game. Illinois actually has a passing game and a run game. They actually have a balanced offense. So yeah, I will take Illinois here and go with Illinois on the money line. Next, how about Houston at Kansas? Kansas is a 5.5-point favorite. Guess Kansas is looking for their first Big 12 win, their first FBS win. Actually, their only win is against Lindenwood. So, and I mean, it's really been sad for Kansas, because I mean they've just been so close. I mean, four of their losses were by less than a touchdown, right? They were all by 6 points or less. So, I mean, it's just sad that they've just been in so many close games, haven't found ways to win them. But, I mean, Houston is also really bad. They're 2-4, so I think Kansas finally breaks through and gets their first win. And I'll also give them the 5.5 points as well. Next, how about Colorado? Okay, now we're getting into, we got Colorado at Arizona. Arizona is a 2.5-point favorite. Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn are expected to play in this game, so I guess they're fine. Arizona has some weapons on their own. They got was named Tatero McMillan, so I mean they've got some skill guys of their own too. Arizona actually runs the ball too, so I mean their run game is twice as good as Colorado's. So anyway, and Arizona probably has a better defense too. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to take Arizona and the 2.5 points. Let's see. Now we move into some primetime games. Let's see. We got number 8, 9 in my poll, LSU at Arkansas. LSU is a 1.5-point favorite. Yep, this is a trap game for LSU. Yeah, don't get caught looking ahead to Texas A&M. Come on, LSU, we need you to win this game, right? Because we want both of you and A&M to both have one loss going into that game. So LSU, A&M, don't shit the bed. So, and I don't think you will. I think for LSU, I think you'll be able to just ride your superior talent to win this game. So, got LSU and the 1.5 points. Next, we got number 5, 7 in my poll. Georgia at number 1, 2 in my poll. Texas is a 5-point favorite, but you know what? I'm actually going to pick my Georgia Bulldogs to go on the road and upset Texas. So, got Georgia on the money line. Yes, and we'll talk more about this game tomorrow. So we'll have a hype and hate video coming. So anyway, next we got number 17, Kansas State at West Virginia. Kansas State is a 2.5 point favorite, looking to avoid getting upset on the road. And I think they do. I'll take Kansas State and the 2.5. And then we have Kentucky at Florida. Kentucky is a 1.5 point favorite. But I'm going to take Kentucky in this one. We're still waiting for Tennessee for Florida to have that big upset win. I think this is the week. I know that Graham Mertz is hurt, but hopefully DJ Lagway can play good. Yeah, so I've got Florida winning, and I think they'll cover the 1.5. Anyway, so yes, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below, and thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.